Hey y'all, in this video I'll be showing you how to coil build. The main advantage of coil building is you can build a large object in a relatively short amount of time. Alright, so we're going to make some coils. First thing you want to do is take your clay and just stretch it out into basically a turd. Right. From here, you are going to roll out your coil. You can do this with one hand, you can do it with two hands. I like to go from side to side. Some people like to go from middle out. Honestly, I like to do it where both my hands are touching if I'm going to use both my hands. If I use my hands and they start splitting up, I might get off center, off kilter, and start causing problems. All right? So go ahead and roll these things out. You want them to be about the size of your thumb. And don't be afraid to use a lot of space. If you run into the situation where they're starting to become kind of flattened coils, well, just slow down. And resist the clay as it pushes up against your hand. Okay. From here, what can we do? Well, we're making a coil pot. So I'm going to start by making a base. This base, I'm just going to roll up as if it's like an old-fashioned lollipop. All right, just like so. All right. I'm going to join that entire mass together. Top and bottom. All right. I'm going to join that as well. At the moment, our clay is soft enough, it's wet enough, that we can join multiple pieces to it. But later on, say that you have to take a break and come back, that's when you have to score and slip. But anything that you do in a single session, just join it normally. So I've gone ahead and made my own coils before the demo. And I'm going to start by placing on top of the edge, right? Not to the side, you want this on top. It's building on top. Right? I'm going to build this up roughly 3 coils worth. Right? That's because that is the length of my thumb, roughly the length of my thumb. I want to be able to reach down to the bottom. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash part of that coil into the next coil down, into the next coil down, into the bottom. And I'm going to do that all the way around. I like to just build and build and build and build, worry about the inside only until I get to the form that I want. Then I can worry about building or smoothing out the outside. Now, depending on how you add your coils, if you add it slightly to the outside, your coil pot will become wider and wider and wider, right? If you add them directly to the center of the previous coil, it will just continue building up a cylinder. Very useful for our competition day, right? Now, if you built just a little bit on the inside, it will start becoming narrower and narrower and narrower, and that's how you're going to make the neck of, say, of a bottle. Or a poop emoji. But for our purposes right now, I'm just going to continue going vertically. I'm going to add one more. Why not? So again, I've got 1, 2, 3 coils worth. I'm going to go all the way down, reach as far down as I can, and join it to the last section. You might notice I got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I'm actually going to remove that. That way I can reach. If I can't reach, I can't join it. If I need to, I'll reach on the inside and continue smoothing it out. One other thing that you can do as you're building in coil, you can always reach inside and reshape from the inside as well. But I recommend that you join the outside before you do that. And there you have it. Within a couple minutes, I've already got something about 6 inches tall.